Okay, hold on. Orientation is locked. How do I do the orientation? Oh well. Well, after I abruptly went offline, uh, I was I was reminded that I had some questions. So if y'all would like to maybe pop back on here, if I'm just going to hang out for a little bit, see if we get anyone back. And we can do a little Q&A if y'all are interested. And I am sitting outside. I'm on the beach, by the beach, whatever. Here, I don't know if you can see the beach, but it's right here. Let's see. Please, no friend. Let's see if there's a beach. We had a almost hurricane last week, and see, no, I guess you can't see the beach. It's really nice out here. Yeah, so yeah, I'm in this cool little hotel. It's a timeshare, and everything next to us is a high-rise. And Pop's had this place since the 80s. And this was our week. We thought Nick was going to use it, but nope. So here I am. But yeah, we're just here tonight, and we're going to go back tomorrow. So let's see. Yeah, the 80s. Looks like I'm one of the... who's that? Wait a minute. How do I see the... how do I see the chat? Joey Kitty, oh my God. There's the chat. All right, so Tanya, Joey, Blackjack. Hey, Blackjack, how you doing? And Don's here too. Great. Yeah, so I figured, well, let's just stay up and shoot the breeze. What the heck? It's a beautiful night. And Don's here. I think she was in the background. She was, and I just didn't do it right tonight. I had my my request line turned off. Oops. That's right, Joe's gonna do a Q&A. That's right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is pretty neat. This is nice when I can just not be playing and so on. And it's funny. It is the middle of November. I am outside. I'm in my bathing suit. Got me bare feet. And sitting on a lounge chair, staring at the beach in a place that had a almost hurricane, just like, what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago? Yeah, and I was testing out the H4N, and I was missing one important thing. I was missing, let's see, are you dipping your toe in the whole ASMR thing, Joe? ASMR. Okay, someone explain to me what ASMR. Can we get the Dovydas band to do Blues Festival in Las Vegas? Absolutely. Yeah, just get it booked. Get us booked there. We'll get there. Yeah, Vegas, baby. It has been a while since Joey Kitty has been here, man. I mean, back in the day, you and Fly Tie, Tie Fly. Oh, oh man, I still can't pronounce it. Anyway, you do an annual one, and when is it, Tanya? When is that Vegas Blues Fest? Gee, I wonder how the pool is. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I was in the room with Pop watching. He was waiting for Saturday Night Live, and then anyway, then he fell asleep. So I figured, well, let's take a walk outside. See, swimming pool. Yeah, for all you people up north. Yeah, this is what it's like down in Florida in the wintertime. Even though it's not winter yet officially. Let's see. How's the water? Oh man, it's like a bathtub. Yes, sirree. I should go in. I don't have my towel with me. Man, this is something. Oh, too close. All right, so let's see. Let me. You guys are talking to me, and I'm fly tying school. Thank you, Don. Can we get the Dovydas band? Yeah, just Tanya. The best thing to do is request the Dovydas band and see if they can do it. Westgate, Las Vegas Resort and Casino, September 10th to 13th. Cool. Oh, the Big Blues Bender. Yeah, they're kind of they're pretty into themselves. I mean that in a polite way because there's so many bands that want to play at it, so they always choose like the band that wins the blues challenge. But I figured with Dovydas has. I explained it to the former chairman of the Blues Foundation earlier this year, that Dovydas can change blues because many of Dovydas's subscribers don't understand blues, and most people that follow the Blues Foundation love blues. So you can't grow something you already have, but you can grow something you don't have, And so it would be great to see Dovydas in the Big Blues Bender. That would be awesome. I'd love to do that. But it would be good if they contact him, since he's a big deal as far as what he can do for blues in general, I guess. Anyway, that's just my opinion, but if we got booked at that, then we would find some other gigs on the way, because it's in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas, I believe, is 2,400 miles from here. So it would be more than just us playing there. We'd have to play 2 or 3 or 4 other venues and so on. Let's see. Whispering into a microphone. Think of how. I don't know why this is example that comes. Headbutt. If 2 people love whispering softly back to each other. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Sort of make a normal sound amplified. Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully, yeah. So I'm talking to you all on this iPhone. I've never done a FaceTime on this thing yet, but here it is. Imagine someone doing something like that for their YouTube channel. Okay, I have to look up what this means. Definitely have to do that. So yeah, Don had mentioned it was, I guess, Phil had some questions. Phil's not here. Oh, we have a thumbs up. That's good. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thumbs up are good. I guess YouTube likes them. And let's see. So Joe is here to do questions that he can answer. That's right. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I love playing. I love playing blues. Good. Yeah, blues is definitely something that's very emotional. Blues has a lot of emotion in it. It's less. I don't know what the reason why blues is not popular, meaning it's not. How did you start in music? Well, I am the son of a son. Let's see, son of a son of a son of a musician. And how many of my own songs have you written? Um, I've got lots of ideas down on paper. What I do is I save lyrics, I save chord structures, and that's it. I save lyrics and chord structures. Um, and occasionally I come up with a rhythmic uh, line. There's this term like algorithm we talk about for uh, YouTube. How they find people copying songs. They use an algorithm. Well, I consider ideas are algorithms, and so uh, a rhythmic figure for a good lead vocal in a country idiom would be like da 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 da, something like that. Okay, so right now it's now recorded on YouTube. I just recorded that. And if I go back and listen to this, and to this at 12 minutes roughly, and I timestamp it, then I'll take some of my words, try it with different chords, and the whole key for me, with my experience, is I need to have a point of distribution. Okay, Dovydas has a point of distribution. With 600,000 subscribers, he can get real engagement in the tens of thousands. Well, with me on YouTube, I can't. It'd be like just a twist of fate for me to get discovered. So if I just happen to be with somebody that was in the right place, and it was the right time, and they said, sure, I'd love to hear your idea, then I will put I'll, I'll, it's really weird. I'll just, turn on the computer and just write, and I will, click, 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 and put the notes down and the words down, and the chords out of my head, and hit play, and then I can, sing along with it, just to get the idea out there. But the whole key to me with writing is distribution. You have to have a place to do your material. There's too many incredible performers that write their own music that don't know the right people, and they come up with these amazing ideas that are perfect for right now, and then 12 years from now they run into somebody, the right person. They said, oh, I got this great song, and they play it for him, and the guy goes, sounds like 2020. And that's reality. So okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Christine called, and I anyway, let me see. Yeah, let me tell you what. I'm just gonna step out for a second. All right. So don't go away. I'm just sending Christine a text real fast. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thanks, guys. Um, oh, I lost half of you. Okay, so yeah, that was my answer about songwriting. Again, that's just me. Um, oh dear, somebody got timed out. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry, Johnny. Don hit the wrong button. Oh, man. Don, we're going to have to time Don out. Uh-oh. Watch out. So, anyway, any other questions? Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm just normally when we come here to this awesome place I'm at, it's August, and the water's warm and we like it like a bathtub. All right, so let's see. Self-taught musician, been playing 15 years. How do you stay motivated? Passion. Okay, and that's the big key. I'm in my 60s now. I had a scholarship to a good art school, and I chose music. So I went to the junior college for a year, and then got accepted in the Navy band. Is your camera facing the right way? Yeah, it is. It's just dark where I'm at. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, let me get look into the light. Okay. So, but yeah, I knew I was going to play music because that's what I did. My dad was a musician. His dad was a musician. His dad's dad was a musician. My sisters were singers. Aunt and uncles on my dad's side were all musicians. So, yeah, that was, I used to call it the family curse, even though it isn't. It's a great thing. Hey, Wolf's here. All right. So anyway, but yeah, staying motivated is like I was thinking, I don't want to go on. And thanks, Don, for talking me into it. And but at least I figured out some new technology that I've had sitting around. It's old. It's like a Zoom H4n, and but it only had 2 channels. And stupid me, I forgot my speaker. I had my amplifier, but if I had a speaker, at least I could have put my bass on real low, and you might have heard us, So anyway, but yeah, there's let's see what else here. Self-taught. Yeah, I am mostly self-taught. I went to the Armed Forces School of Music for 6 months, and during that 6-month period, I believe I practiced a total of about 1,000 hours in 6 months. Most people won't practice 1,000 hours in their lifetime because most people don't practice. So I did all my practicing then, and I didn't. I'm lazy, but I'm smart. So I created an efficient way of practicing. I do it every time I play. I always think. I don't drink too much. I don't do drugs, and so on and so on and so on. So I try to be in the moment. I try to pay attention to what I'm doing. I listen to everyone I'm playing with. I try to learn as much as I can from the players I play with. If you have a way you like to do a certain song, it goes in, and I never forget it. I always remember how people play, good or bad. And if somebody, let's say, isn't the greatest musician, but they're really nice, and they give me a good feeling, then I look for the good in their playing, and I play with it. And I forget about the other stuff. I try to, help them. I don't mention certain things. And I got some people I've been playing with for decades that I'm just really good friends with. And It's more important than hitting the right notes. In the jazz world, uh, jazz musicians are too subjective. They're more into, um, if you do it right, then if you did it better this time than last time. They don't have any. A lot of them don't have patience. Um, I would rather play with a group of people who love jazz than play with a group of people who are great at jazz and have their heads buried in the book, because that means they're not listening to me. You know. But again, it's just my opinion, because I'm a very, 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 very heavy ear player. I can read music, and you know, but when you're an ear player, just listen, and you'll learn. If we practice too much, if we practice songs, this is something that I don't do. I do not practice songs unless I am performing it. So you will see me play live guitar solos and on the bass, and I'll be letting the machine, the iReal Pro, do the bass playing. I don't really love the way it plays bass, but I'm working on my notes, my notation, and I call it real-time notation. Pop will be playing something, Christine will be playing something. We're all listening to each other, and certain ideas come out. I try not to play things twice. I mean, if I play like Get Happy, there's some lines that I've developed in the song that I love, but I won't play them every night. I try to look for new ideas. And then as I'm looking for the new ideas, I'll hear a pattern. And so what I do is I practice that pattern. And by practicing the patterns, then you can insert patterns into your ideas, because that's what solos are. Solos are a group of patterns, which are individual ideas. So one solo might have 12 ideas in it. It's like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, and they're just single ideas, even though the ideas might involve 40 notes or 5 notes. So let's see. Trying to get out of here. All right, there we go. Anyway, let's see. So I missed some chat while I was chatting. Let me see. All right. Okay, Twigs. Hi, Twigs. How you doing? All right, and we got Copfield that sometimes focusing is hard. There was this great, great, great jazz guitarist named Herb Ellis. Look him up. He was one of the guys who started the was a jazz pioneer, and I got to play with him when I was 23. I just got out of the Navy that day. Went and did a gig with him, a clinic that he was putting on, and I ended up playing with him for a couple of weeks. Changed my life. Okay, now I'm in the dark right now because I'm walking out in front of the place because looking for more light. Okay, yeah, here they got these nice bright lights here. Beautiful. Now I'm in the come to the light. Okay. So yeah, Herb said one thing, and this one thing is one of those things. Secret of life, musician. Learn all you can and forget it when you play. Okay, don't think about it when you play. Learn all you can. The more you know, the more ideas you'll have. And the more you practice your ideas, the better you'll get at it. And it's really cool being in my 60s now and playing with people and the people I'm playing with are like, whoa, where'd you come from, and it's not that I've been practicing, it's just that I've been preparing for moments like this. Unfortunately, I didn't do it enough. I didn't practice enough. If I practiced more, I would have been I could have played and thought like I do today when I was 40 or 35, so let's see here. Wolf, and sometimes I wonder if competitiveness is a sickness and collaboration is really what makes us excel. Well, excuse me, real-time collaboration is what blues, jazz, um, country picking, rock jamming, it's what it's all about. You know, it's not magic. It's just, it is, you know. And but yeah, collaboration, when recognized as collaboration by the collaborators, is it's real, you know, and it really works. You know, it's more important than practicing. When I was playing with Ringling Brothers, the band leader said something to me that kind of hurt. He says, I mean, the charts I was reading were loaded with wrong notes. And he said, "Do you know how much money they pay the guy that writes these notes?" He says, if he wants those notes, they're down on paper. I said, okay. And they were definitely wrong notes. You know, it was must have been a glitch in his software or something. So I played them. And then during the, you know, and I had made friends with the arranger, Scott Senna. Great, you know, guy, you know, long hair, looked like a rock musician, and did everything on the keyboard. And he wrote original music and arranged it during our rehearsals in an arena. And he's sitting down at a table with the music director of the Ringling Circus, and he's just getting ideas and just clicking away, playing on the keyboard, and then printing them from the keyboard to the Finale software. And well, anyway, so the band plays this piece with all these wrong bass notes in it, and like I said, I'd made friends with Scott. So after, you know, the director of the show literally stopped. He goes, "Can you fix that?" And the band leader Robbie said, "Fix what?" He said, "A bunch of low notes that just don't quite sound there." And I'm just smiling. And I said, "Remember those wrong notes that I mentioned?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "That's what he's talking about." And so anyway, Scott came up. He looked at the part. He went, "Oh crap, blah blah blah." You know, he explained what happened, and he fixed it. And so we were having a drink, and he goes, "Geez, why didn't you tell me about that?" And I said, "I told Robbie, but he said if it's written, play it." So anyway, yeah, some people, he says, doesn't matter what you think should be there, just play what's written. You know, we're not here to think, we're here to read. And yeah, so that wasn't, it wasn't a great experience for us, even though it was a great experience for us. You know, we had a great time, met a lot of awesome people. But sometimes you're working with the wrong people, and you're there just because you make 5 times what a normal musician makes, and you get to play in arenas and so on. So anyway, but yeah, musicians can be very subjective, and collaboration where you create this amazing, great sound is important. You know, I've worked at Busch Gardens in Tampa in a show called Christmas Town that ran until, well, the pandemic. But they cut the bass out a couple years ago, but when it first started, they had 5 songs, and the same 5 songs would be played over and over and over and over and over and over again. And but we were collaborating. We were finding, hey, can we try this? Can we write this? And everyone was making the arrangements better. And we had everything memorized, and we would put on our trained conductor uniforms and go out and stand outside and play at night, and 5 times a night. And the people were completely blown away by this band that had 9 horns. And I have some videos of it. I should get some videos and put them on the channel. Great stuff, though. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, collaboration is the whole key to playing in a band. The Dovydas band, up until the, well, I don't know when was it? We played probably 25, 30 gigs over a couple of years, and made every song up. 100% collaboration. So yeah, and so some of the videos, if you go way back to 2015, 16, 17, as long as we are not at the Blues Challenge, if it's not a Blues Challenge song, there's 5 songs we wrote in 15 and 4 in 16, and but other than that, every song you hear, you were listening to that song being created right in front of you. We just didn't make a point of telling anybody because, why cheapen it? People loved what they heard, and we were making it all up. We were jamming. We were a jam band, but not like the Grateful Dead. No, we weren't a bunch of stoners, and we were really on the ball. We were really listening. The way they'd start off with, Dovydas would just start with a chord or a groove, and then the next thing that would happen is the drums would come in. And then the next thing that would happen is Allen would pipe in, and then I would listen to the 3 of them, and I would find the glue and put a bass under it, and then he would get some of his words that he had, and he would try them out. But yeah, he's got 1,000 videos on there, so you got to look way back. Some of them only have a couple thousand views, a few hundred views, but you will hear real-time collaboration on the early Dovydas gigs. This past February, we went into the studio, into Sun Studios, where Elvis recorded. Hey, Ashar, how you doing, man? I didn't have a list of songs that we were playing at Sun Studios. I still can't tell you the name of the first song. It was a Johnny Cash tune that I'd never heard. He gave me the chords, and I believe we've got the whole thing videoed, but he just told me what the chords were, and he started. And I think I even sang harmonies to it, First take. And that whole entire recording session was all first takes except for 2. We stopped twice. And I believe he is going to be putting on even the ones that we screwed up. But yeah, so that was, we recorded, I don't know how many songs, 9 songs, 10 songs, and we got there at 7:30, started recording at 8:30, 8:45, and we were done at 10:45, and he had a completed, finished recording in his hand, mixed down and masters off of tape at 11:30, and then the next guy came in. So yeah, it was it's fun when you just go in and you have a concept and you have the right people that know how to collaborate. So yeah, Dovydas band is a very special group, and I can't wait until we play together again. But yeah, I've been collaborating my whole life. Yeah, so black screen for all. Really? Even right now? It's not black for me. Jam. That's it. Yeah. Jam's such a impersonal word. Yeah, but I do appreciate y'all coming back. And yeah, it's just fun. Okay, Phil's back. All right. So I'm going to look back for Phil's question. Phil, you're the one that that got me back online. Let's see. All right, so this is the last time I looked. It's a Q&A, all right. Can you see me now? It's dark, all right. Dark screen. Hey, Johnny. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm outside in my bathing suit, and it's mid-November. And it's nice out. It's like 72, 73. All right. I wish I was more social to play with others in the closet guitars. 15 years. Got to get out of the closet. Just one session with me, man. Next day you'll be at a blues jam. I wish I had started to learn when I was younger. Yeah, ask Phil. Right. Let's see, Phil, guitar or bass? All right, let's start a guitar this year. Okay. I'm reading and talking to myself allegedly. It's dark. Now I'm right next to a light. You guys have to see me. Right? Anyway, let's see. Boy, you guys are right. Yes, B flat. Joe is out on the beach. I'm not on the beach. Really? No one? You guys can't see me? Okay. Let's see. All right. Let me close it out. Can you see me now? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I just figured out the glitch. All you have to do is shut the video and start it back up again. Unfortunately, when you're live streaming and the camera's 8 feet, 10 feet away from you, you can't do that. So I've been talking to myself the whole time. Wow, bummer. Yeah, so this is Gulf Boulevard in Bel Air Beach, Florida. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's a really cool place. And they got some really cool buildings, and let's see. This one right there, it's called Altamar. Anyway, it's really cool. Oh no, get back. All right. So, what do we got here? Black screen again. It's black because I'm in the dark. All right, let me get back in the light. Come to the light. All right. Okay. There you go. So, all right, so Phil's question. This is the question that started it all. How do you develop your own voice with an instrument? Boy, what a great question. I have a belief that frequency, which are notes, they are frequencies, and a certain A, like boop, that's like A440 or whatever, or boop, I think that's it. So that's 440 hertz, and if somebody writes, connects A440 and a D and a G and some other notes together, then gets a copyright. Why do they own those frequencies? Why do they own that? That's called copyrights. And I don't like the fact that if somebody who can play 5 or 6 chords and can sing half decent and can read and write pretty well, but can't play in a band, writes a hit song, and then wants all the money from it. I don't. I'm not a studio musician. I am a studio musician. I just don't spend a lot of time there. I love performing, and if I got a call right now, hey man, we want you in studio B, yay, whatever, I'm there. I'm a one take wonder. I can do 10 or 15 different versions of the same song in one take, and they're all perfect. Because again, I found my voice. But anyway, out in the world of these frequencies, you'll hear different singers and you'll hear different musicians, and there's some that that you listen to that really get to you, and you remember those. And believe it or not, it becomes your voice. You don't copy them. Uh, my voice, when I play jazz, comes from a saxophone player named Phil Woods, and his voice was the voice that I really dug. And then I kind of fell in love with the pentatonic scales. So so yeah, the pentatonic scales really were a big deal to me, and so then I really fell in love with the bebop players. But what I did with the bebop players is I would just hear certain parts of what they would play, and then I would only remember those certain things. Not everything. Some people would memorize a complete Charlie Parker solo, or they'd buy the transcription and practice it and memorize it. But I can hear a single solo by a musician. I can find the hooks, and I will write those hooks down, and I'll hand them to you. And I say, if you learn these 5 things, you'll play just like this person, but you'll be doing it with your ideas, and you'll sound just like them. Yeah, so we all have our essence, and that is basically our voice. Early in my live streams, I'm walking into the dark now. Early into my live streams, you'll hear me turn on the keyboard, the drum thing, the drum track, and I'll play something. Well, you're hearing my voice, because I will just start playing some notes on the bass, and whatever they are, I will continue to play those same notes. So it's that simple. It really is. The way to find your voice is to just record yourself, do it on YouTube, and just stream. Dovydas said to me, he said, "Joe, just turn it on and just start talking, and the ideas will come to you." So let's see. All right. So while I've been talking for the last few minutes, let me see what I've missed. Jocko was a very, 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 very big influence in me. I heard him, and in less than a week, I played a fretless bass. Intellectual property, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. All right. So let me catch up. Let's see. Okay. Yes, sound can be copyrighted according to the law, but in the last few years, the courts have made some boo-boos that are going to come to bite them, and because they allowed a copy. There was a copyright challenge, and it was on a bass line, and the bass line was a pentatonic scale, and I forget which song it was, and when I heard it, I went, "Oh my God, that's a pentatonic scale. You can't copyright a scale. And if you can, then, well, shoot, I'm going to do it. I'll just write it down, and I'll send it in and say, okay, this is mine. Now, all the hit songs, they're all mine. I wrote them, because that's my scale. That's my 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So anyway, but again, that's songwriting. That's different. Songwriting is great. It's super. That we need songwriters, just like we need. I need people to buy new motorhomes so I can sell them for 1/4 of the price as used motorhomes. Somebody's got to buy them, unfortunately. But but the songwriters are very fortunate, because especially guys like Glenn Fry and the other Eagle, Don Henley, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and wrote those very, very simple songs. But anyway, I don't want to go there. All right, so let's see. There should be that has circle or arrow somewhere that rotates the camera. An icon. Joe, when did you become interested in the upright bass? And how many do you own? I've got 2. And let's see. At first, I didn't like the upright bass. And then I would buy one, and then I would sell them. Because if they didn't sound good, if they were hard to play, there was no way I was going to get stuck playing that bass. And I ended up with this Pullman bass I've got. Let's see, trying to learn cello myself. Oh, cello's cool, man. Yeah, cello's cool. Fun bass to learn is you get a student bass, a half size, that middle school kids play, and tune it like a cello. And it turns into a really fun solo instrument. But anyway, yeah, the Pullman, somebody had swapped my black Spectre bass for a very old Czech bass that needed a lot of work, and I couldn't afford to have the work done. A guy heard about my bass, and he traded me the Pullman for it. And the Pullman had a broken neck that was still working, but anyway, he said the neck will give out in a couple of years. It lasted like 10 years, and so I had the neck replaced on the Pullman. But the Pullman is an incredible instrument. And then the red bass, the Psycho bass, that is a K that someone gave me. They actually threw it in. Nick bought a tuba, or we bought a tuba for Nick, and the guy threw the bass in. It was broken, the neck was broken, and so I had my buddy Tom fix the neck, and cost a pretty penny to fix it. It's got 2 truss rods in it, and then a friend of mine had a custom motorcycle restoration shop, and I would give him money every few months, and after a few years, he had enough, and he did the paint job. And that paint job happened when I had an idea of what I wanted to do with it, and I'm standing in the motorcycle shop. I said, well, so how do you want it? I said, well, tell you what, let me call Dovydas and ask him. I said, what color do you want me to paint my bass? He went, red with black racing stripes and flames. I said, okay. And it was that simple. And I said, yeah, red, black, racing stripes and flames. He said, yeah, but where do you want the stripes? I said, just, whatever you think looks like this is right. And he did it. It was great. Flames really pop when you see it in person. They have metal flake in them. But yeah, I got 2 uprights, and I never was a bass collector. I just don't really sell them. Actually, I did buy an old 69K from someone, and I did sell it during the bad economy, and I made 2 mortgage payments with it. Let's see. Yeah, I talked about my Pullman in an early video I did a couple of years ago. Yeah, the cigar box, I played it on video as an upright once, and I prefer playing it as a fretless. Okay, question from Blackjack. How important is music in your daily life? How much do you attribute? Joy. I don't know. Is joy music? Yeah, music. The joy I get from music is when I look at my wife playing with me. And I used to get that joy when we were playing together with Ringling Brothers, and I was like sitting sort of behind her, and I would just always, gaze at her as she was playing 2 keyboard parts and just wailing, but yeah, playing with family is really cool. When I am playing with great musicians, and I'm in one of those moments where things are incredible, I'll close my eyes and I will shut the audience out. Sorry. And then when I close my eyes, my ears open up, and I will get into the heads of everyone I'm playing with, and again, collaborate. That's So I love doing that. It's a lot of fun. Well, listen, I have to give Christine a call because she has to get up early, do church tomorrow. So I'm going to give her a call. But this was fun. I had a great time doing this Q&A. Thanks for popping that question, Phil, and thanks for mentioning it to me, Don. And also big big shout out to Don and Ashar for everything they're doing. I mean, these people help out my page because they have passion and they just want to help, and I appreciate it so much. If I knew more about what I'm doing, I would appreciate you even that much more. But yeah, Don's been kind of like directing things, and Ashar has so much. He's like a whiz at just at doing stuff. He does everything like boom, like that, you know. But yeah, so and we've had a lot of help along the way. I mean, Craig sent me 2 microphones, and I'm still waiting for Roland to send the thing I'm going to hook the 2 microphones up to. So we'll see when that happens. Anyway, but lots of great things ahead. And if any of you know people who can help me with Google AdSense, then I can monetize the channel because I've got enough hours and subs and everything. But I'm doing something wrong and can't figure it out. And of course, Google or YouTube doesn't have a tech support line. So, well, with billions of people using it, you can't. You know, it'd be like the tech support would have as many employees as like the state of Florida, you know. Anyway, y'all have a good night. And let me see if I missed anything. All right. And if any of y'all want any personal time, I do, you know, I hate to, you know, just lessons, a masterclass, live masterclass, one-on-one. That's, you know, that's what I do. I'm passionate about it, and I help people do what they do better. And I help you find your voice, help you find, I find out what you know, and then just lay it out to you. All you have to do is this. Seriously, if somebody spends as much time learning guitar as they do, wow, midnight, cool, what timing? If someone spends as much time learning guitar or bass or drums or whatever as they would, let's say, learning how to operate a backhoe to make $28 an hour, you'll be a really good guitar player or bass player or drummer, because that means you're going to spend about 200 hours in a month and a half, 2 months. All right, spend 200 hours doing the right things. Once you can play something, move on. All right, save it for the gig. Just keep learning new things. As you learn something, you create muscle memory. My hands read. Even though my eyes look at music, my hands are the readers. Because I can be reading a chart, and I can be thinking about what I'm having for dinner while I'm reading the chart. I'm not thinking about what I'm playing. My eyes see the notes, my hands play the notes. So my ears hear the notes, my fingers play the notes. That simple. Okay, it's muscle memory, and that happens from playing live, from taking risks, and that's it. I try to organize, you know, the SEO. If you can check it out, hold on. All right, let me read this again. Hold on. Sorry, I'm reading out loud, Ashar. Let's see, let me check it out. Yeah, again, all the help I can get, I really appreciate it. Anyway, guys. I'll probably see you all over at Dovydas's in a little bit. Thanks for letting us know he's coming on at midnight. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Good night, everybody.